Is anybody there?
Huh, strange.
Weird. Don't move. I'll go check.
Okay, yeah, okay, I totally understand.
Perfect. Please. Please, no.
One of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the Society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
I think I'd lose my mind to be on the bird.
Jeez. Hey, what the hell, Ray?
No, can't help you, man.
That is Nolan Cassidy, former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald. Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
And that guy following Cassidy is assigned to protect Cassidy. He remains nameless. We don't know his name. We never will. But anyway, I digress.
Everything is back here? Did you pass the latest tapes over to the house?
Yes, sir, I did. They're in a pile and are ready for review.
All right. We need a better setup. It's not ideal recording things from up there and then storing the tapes somewhere else.
I totally agree, sir. Though separating the tapes from the playback device is necessary in case someone gains access to the building. As you mentioned yourself, we can't let anyone know what we're doing.
You don't have to tell me that. I know what I said.
Of course, Mr. Cassidy. I'm sorry.
I'm just annoyed with this setup.
Understood, sir. drop off the surveillance tapes and Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking.
Yeah, added them to the file. What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic, bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well. Why not just keep them here?
What, and risk the owners of this house suddenly coming home?
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close watch on Janus. I'm willing to bet those surveillance tapes hold interesting information.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't let you through, okay? Please leave the area.
Blend in very nicely.
Thank you, sir. They've gone entirely native.
Use them to infiltrate some of the more suspect houses. Like the Wilsons. That baddie fellow who's engaged in the lawsuit against Janus. Get rid of the local plumber. We can put in a new guy. Have install cameras in people's homes.
so, Mr. Cassidy.
Yeah? You'll see. We'll own this town yet.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
You know the exterminator guy who was working on Daddy's house? Same guy as Cassie, right? Yeah. So I let him use some green shipping container to store chemicals. I asked him if it was poisonous, but he assured me that it was only a sleeping.
Yeah, Doc, I know. This batty guy is driving me crazy. Every time he sees me, he comes out and wants to talk. And the problem is he just won't shut up. Always ranting about that damn lawsuit against Janus and waving piles of paper at me. As if I give a rat's ass about their problems. Let the judge sort it out. What do I want?
A lawsuit between Janus and a local resident. It might be just what we're looking for. Batty lives in number 432.
Just pick one. All right, Doc, sorry. I'm just stressing out here, okay? Do what you can, all right? Yeah, I'll talk later.
You know what I like about you guys? You're just so chill. Not like Janice. I have never met a man so full of bile. I mean, I'm just trying to help him, and he's behaving like a complete ass. Huh!
Command, thought I heard something. Checking it out, over. Interesting.
Long night, eh?
Interesting. Maybe you should try to spark some of those old stories, 47. Who knows what secrets Janus might reveal?
Well, I've learned my lesson, that's for sure.
Look who finally showed up. You know, Lafayette, in the 2 years you've been tucked here, I don't think you've been time once.
I'm sorry, Mr. Janus. My trouble.
More like discipline trouble.
Good to go.
I think I'd lose my mind
Living out in the burbs like this.
West could use more people like you. Kind, benign, altruistic.
Oh, well, I don't know about all that. I just feel like giving something back to the community that's given me so much. Speaking of which, when are you coming over? Your robe is ready.
Ah, excellent. I'm still a bit sore, but maybe later, if my muscles stop cramping so much.
I would love that.
Me too. Anyway, I will let you get on with your baking. I will call you again later, perhaps.
All right, then.
Saturday is Muffin Day, Gunther. But I'm not seeing any muffins here.
I think some of the boys may have been a little snack hungry, Mr. Dennis.
I remember the first time I had a blueberry muffin. It was 1976. The American Embassy in East Berlin, in the old Prussian Officers Club. I was there on a diplomatic assignment, of course, but the wife of the ambassador was such a talented pastry chef. She managed to completely divert my attention from the task at hand.
That sounds incredible, Mr. Janus.
Those muffins, Gunther, were absolutely fantastic. In all of the years since, I never found anyone who could recreate those muffins. Until Helen moved in next door. So, imagine my disappointment when you now tell me those muffins, those little snippets of heaven, are all gone.
I understand. I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good.
Long night, eh?
I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives.
Calm down, Demolition Man.
Safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked to YouTube as guiding principle for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
Sinister-looking basement. What could she be doing down here?
Why you so much security around you, Janus?
It's been like that all my adult life, so it's hardly something I notice anymore. But this new herald, well, he's no Schmidt.
You liked Schmidt, didn't you?
I did. But I want you to know that I hold no grudge. I can't say I fully understand why you... Well, I've done much worse. Much worse.
Janus, it was an accident. I want you to know that. He wasn't supposed to die.
I believe you, Helen. You went through things while away. No person of your fragile nature should have to go through. Experiences like that, they change a person. Stir at things deep inside that should not be stirred, and which, if brought to the surface, cannot easily be pushed under again.
I think it's always been there. The urge. My brother had pets. They would inexplicably die, and Mother would be furious with him. I enjoyed that. At university, I would spike the boys' drinks just to see what happened. One of them fell from a window and broke his back, but I got it under control until... well...
No, Helen. This is good. I feel like this opens a new part of our relationship. There are things I know about drugs, poisons, chemicals I could teach you, if you wish to learn. But I think that is for another time. I am tired now. I am glad we talked, Helen.
Me too, Janus. Me too.
Oh, sure. If you play around a little with some fertilizer, propane, and gasoline, they're right there to confiscate your stuff and treat you like a goddamn terrorist. But when your car gets keyed by your neighbor's dim-witted son, they're all like, "Sorry, sir. I'm afraid we need more evidence."
think I'd lose my mind living out in the burbs like this.
Come on. Back in the Soviet Union, I would have a line of therapists out there, all eager to help me with my old bones. But here, no. I'll be lucky if he shows up at all. He better be dead. Or worse. Please, check out what that was.
Gotcha.
Man, I just heard something. I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out. What was that? Hello?
Wait, what? Hey.
Terminator guy, he's working on Daddy's house.
Same guy in Gaskins, right?
Yeah. So
Jeez. I could have sworn. Wow. Excuse me! What are you doing here? Don't move! I'm taking you out of here. Follow me. Sir, if you want to... You are trespassing! Please turn around. I'm glad we speak the same language. Looking good today, sir.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
Wondering if you have anything that's not multicolored? Something colored?
This is Nolan Cassidy, Whittleton Creek. I want to speak to the man in charge. That's you? Very well. You people completed your work on my house last week, but there's still all your machinery cluttering up my garden. I talked to your man here, but he claims he needs to be done with my neighbor's house before he can remove the hookup to my house. Surely that's some sort of joke. Really? I don't much care about your excuses. I've got a security hazard here. I demand you remove it immediately, or my lawyers will strip mine your little business so fast, you'll be left on the street in your underwear wondering what the hell happened.
They're our neighbors.
Make sure you do.
We have a right to know that. The WolfSage sounds like a made-up name if you ask me.
Hey, honey, it's me. You're going okay. I really miss you and Princess. People think I'm crazy because I care about the life.
Vote for Blake in the upcoming elections.
Did you review all the mail going up from Janus's house yet?
No. I got sidetracked by all the activity surrounding that politician who came to visit.
Well, I've got another letter that needs to be looked at before we allow it through. Cassidy made it clear that we'll have no leaks coming from here. I'll put it in the pile when I have time.
Got it.
So Cassidy withholds Janus's outgoing. Mail. He might have written something considered confidential in the past. Might be worth a shot.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
You know the Terminator guy who's working on Daddy's house?
Same guy who's in Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So I let him in for free because he I asked him. Oh, darling. You heard about before. He's the chairman of your homeowners association. Great. See that guy who tried to ban maple syrup lollipops?
That doesn't sound like him. If he did, I'm sure there was a very good reason.
Anyway, so
Nothing matters.
And I know you would be extremely appreciative of any local residents. Agreement was way down. Yeah, now I
Wall? Past the wall. Wall?
Listen, I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressive basic moral. Moral things like that. Now, he's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
You know what I like about you guys? You're just so chill.
Yeah, Doc, I know. But this batty guy is driving me crazy. Every time he sees me, he comes out and wants to talk. Probably just wants to shut up. Hola, compadre. Yes,
Charles Blake III appreciates your support.
have to tell you. These are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can't say that I do. Well, he's interested in the Schmidt house on the road. You know, the one that we cut down on the street. I'm no really from around here. Don't know anything. Never mind.
Helen West. Lifestyle. Cooking. Magazine personality. Got it. How old is she? Excellent. This one is in the bank.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Mrs. West, so good to see you today. The name's Blake. Charles Blake. The third. You will have seen my name at the top of the Homeowners Association letterheads.
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, Mrs. West, as you may have heard, I'm running for office in this fine state of ours, and I just wanted to make sure you knew about my program. You see, I care deeply about the plights of the elderly in our community, and I know you're one of the rare, enterprising people out there who wants to run her own business. Gray gold and all that. Am I right?
Why, yes. I do have a small bakery business, and have had the luck to appear on television in Vermont.
Excellent. Very good. Well, here's the deal, Helen. Oh, can I call you Helen? I think you deserve to grow your empire even further. I want to help you with that. Why sell muffins in Whittleton Creek in Vermont alone when you could be selling them to the entire country? When you could have your own cooking show on national television?
Well, that certainly sounds exciting.
It does, doesn't it? Just vote for me, Charles Blake III, on Election Day, and I promise I will take care of things for you personally.
Well, I will definitely remember that, Mr. Blake.
Excellent. You have a nice day, Helen. Money in the bank.
Oh, sure. You play around a little with fertilizer, propane, and gasoline. They're right there to confiscate your stuff and treat you like a goddamn
Janice.
terrorist.
No
But when
last
your
name.
target's seen by your neighbor's dim-witted son, they're all like, oh, sir, I'm afraid we need to
Ah,
live
the Russian. Okay, well, here goes.
here goes. This ought to be good.
Hey, any sign of that Lafayette guy yet? Never mind.
Damn it!
Found another pack. Not trash like the others. I really like that. But this Janet wants to smoke. And stop.
Shit.
Not like we're tucking in bed at night. Covered in cold, pale, old body. Actually, something made me do that last night. Shut up. Probably hiding behind your chest. I spoke that.
Good, honest, blue-collar Americans working hard. I'm Charles Blake III, by the way. Hey, would you fellas be able to spare a minute to talk about my campaign for office?
Wish I could tell you I was local, buddy. But you probably aren't going on my ballot either way.
And you? Are you perhaps a resident?
Look, we've got shit to do here. Do you mind?
Well, I'll save my breath then. Take care.
I heard he choked a bear to death in a burning cabin, and before he ran out, he pushed its body over some embers so that it would cook evenly. Then the starving settlers ate it and survived all winter.
You
heard the one about that robbery you stopped, right?
Bird guy.
That old
I
bank
think he
down
comes early.
south.
Chat with the birds.
Bonnie and Clyde on
Spends
it.
more time with them than he does with Janice.
A couple of weeks
The
ago,
door closed
I walked
behind
past
them.
him and
The
I
tellers
have
were
to
tied
tell
up.
you,
But they
he
said
gets
they
into
heard
some
the
pretty
distant
personal
ringing of an
stuff
old
with
brass
everything.
handbell when it
He shared his
happened.
opinion on Janice.
Just like the
Let's just
handbell
say
used to warn the
it's
settlers.
not exactly overwhelmingly positive.
Well, cranky old men don't tend to be very likable. Maybe if you don't get along with the elderly, stay away from a career where you make personal house calls for them.
Hey, babe. Yeah. No, I think the meeting went well. Yeah, well, no, they had a couple of notes about the conceptual poetry, deconceptual poetry. Maybe put in a few more references to barbecue, maize, sports. So, you know, I think they were good notes. Like, yeah. No, it's not selling out. I think these are constructive pieces of stuff.
This thing was long overdue for a little renovation, that's for sure. I heard the whole thing's hollow. I know how to
Conceptual steel.
right now where the field I remember I walked by once and heard all this cheering.
Goddamn squirrel got caught in the mechanism again. This isn't gonna make things go any faster. Oh, reflux.
Hey, how are you? Oh, hell. I can't deal with it. I just can't.
Hey there, big boy.
Damn it!
Hello, this is Jose Alvarez. I am first calling to let you know that I received your suggestion for the new logo, and I really like number 3. Yeah,
I want to speak
the
to
one
the
with
man
the
in
cockroach.
charge.
But will you make it look more like the sleeping peaceful instead of
Leave your work on my house.
Thanks. Looking
There's
forward.
still all your
Bye.
machines cluttering up my garden. I talked to your man, but he claims he needs to be done with my neighbor's house before he can remove the hookup. Sure. I've got a security man, remove it immediately. Rip mine, your little business so fast, you'll be left on the street.
Okay.
Wilson family, give me the lowdown.
Newcomers. Got it. Occupations? Government and self-employed? What does that mean? Like, if you can't dig out information on a couple of newcomers, what am I paying you for? Also, is that a party in there? Are they having a party? Didn't you say they were new to the town? I'm Charles Blake III. I'm chairman of the Homeowners Association. Why am I not invited? Never mind. No offense, but your breath smells like a gerbil crawled up your ass and died.
Oh, how nice to see you. We already have insurance, though.
Insurance? Oh, no. No, I'm Charles Blake III, chairman of the Homeowners Association.
Oh, I see. How silly of me. Isn't my face red now? Nice to meet you, Susan Wilson. We just moved in here.
So I understand. Mrs. Wilson, I'll get straight to it. I'm running for office here in Vermont, and I sure would appreciate it if you thought of me, now that both voting and stick season is upon us.
Oh, well, I don't really know anything about local politics. We just moved to Vermont, you see.
Not to worry, Mrs. Wilson. I promise to take very good care of you and your husband. What was it that you did for a living again?
I work for the government. My husband is independently employed.
Very interesting. Well, as newcomers, I'm sure it must be difficult to navigate everything in the middle of voting season, so let me help you out. Vote for me, and I promise you I'll make your lives even easier.
But you don't even know where I stand politically.
Well, Susan, I'm running on a politically flexible platform. You vote for me, and I'll take care of everything you need. Besides, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do the chairman of the local homeowners association a favor. You being new here and all.
I see. I'll certainly discuss this with my husband. I think I need to get back to the guests now.
Wonderful. Have a fine day, Mrs. Wilson. That's a winner. All right, next
Sir,
up is
get out of my way.
Nolan Cassidy. What do you have for me?
What do you mean, nothing? How am I supposed to work with that?
Sorry isn't going to get me those votes. Mother of God, what is it with these people and their lack of background information? Are they all in witness protection or something? Brian,
no. Level 3 human, a guy called Jose Alvarez. Apparently works as a fumigation technician for a company in Vermont. I think it's worth it. Why else would I call you? I have a strong suspicion he's a security threat. We will verify whether that is the case or not. He's snooping around my house. For all I know, he's a hard killer. That's fine.
Shit.
Charles Blake III, and I was hoping to talk to you today about the future of this community.
Hey, the Lewinsky's ain't home. You need to go now.
Oh, that's okay. Are you their dog walker, or... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'd like to tell you about my vision for the community and how you, yes you, a humble dog walker, can help support that vision.
Buddy, I'm giving you one more chance to leave.
Oh, hell.
Hey, whoa. Space bubble, buddy.
Damn it.
Home stretch.
Have a flight. Read more about Charles Blake III and his politically flexible platform.
Oh, hey. Are you the guy from the website?
Have you been screwing around on your RAM again?
No, Mr. Blake, sir, not at all.
You're a good kid, but you're lazy as shit, and we both know it. How many pamphlets have you distributed today? Barely any.
Oh, come on, that's practically all I've been doing for days.
I don't want to hear another word. Just make it happen.
Here's your chance to change the world. Vote Blake.
Vote for Blake at the upcoming elections.
I see people who are tired of having their wishes, and indeed their needs, ignored by those who presume to govern them. I've seen the audacity of the political machine firsthand, and I can tell you that if we want to make our communities better, the only way forward is through. You need a man on the inside, and that man is Charles Blake III.
I thought that was a very stirring oration, sir.
You can climb out of my ass now, Hayden.
Have a flyer. Charles Blake III appreciates your support. Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to share. Have a flyer. Read more about Charles Blake III and his politically flexible platform. Vote for Blake at the upcoming elections. Excuse me, sir, are you a registered voter? I'd love to tell you about a new candidate who might just change your life. Yes, sir, a total game changer here.
I'm listening.
Wonderful. Oh, well, I'm sure you're aware that voting season is upon us again. And if you're anything like me, a recent immigrant to this fine country, the candidates this time around just aren't very, savoury. But we have a man here today who is about to change all that.
I don't care much for politics.
That is exactly why Blake is out ringing doorbells today. He has no stakes in Washington. No connections to the establishment, No, allies hidden away in lawless groups that pull the strings around the world. He's just a common man who decided that he wouldn't take it anymore. He's here to clean up, to give you exactly what you want, and to make sure the government doesn't stick its nose into everything.
Fascinating. How is he going to achieve all that?
By imposing restrictions and pushing crippling laws that will bind legislators to their desks for decades. His approach is simple. Give every one of those Washington-based desk jockeys so much work they simply won't have time to enforce the existing laws. And then, while they're busy looking through their fat law books, use his executive powers to undo the existing laws. It's a radical approach, sure, but quite effective.
And this Blake character, he's out here now, ringing doorbells?
Sure is. Why'd you ask?
No reason.
Good on you. Be sure to vote come election day. And feel free to spread the word about Charles Blake III. Have a flyer. Charles Blake III appreciates your support. Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to share.
How you been?
Here's your chance to change the world. Vote Blake. Have a flyer. Read more about Charles Blake III and his politically flexible platform. Vote for Blake at the upcoming elections. Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to share. Here's your chance to change the world. Vote Blake. Have a flyer. Charles Blake III appreciates your support.
Say, you guys haven't been... What?
What was that?
Say, you guys haven't been walking around those front Sure, got it! Have you? No. Oh, okay, great. It's just that...
Read more about Charles Blake III and his politically flexible platform.
Man, no sign of possible suspect. Everything is secured.
Vote for Blake at the upcoming elections.
I mean, I could just stand there and watch the paywall or whatever, and then hand him a fine. But who does that really serve? I'm here for the people, and even if it means my numbers are low at the end of the month, I'm gonna do what I can to keep them on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean?
Have a flyer. Charles Blake III appreciates your support.
Let's whip!
read more about Charles Blake III and his politically flexible platform.
This town yet.
A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47.
If the realtor doesn't show up,
Have a flyer. Charles Blake III.
Lovely day.
You are invading my personal space, sir. Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to share.
Come on, chest out, chin up.
no way.
Jesus H. Christ!
Hey! Need assistance! Like right fucking...